Hey, welcome! Today we are diving headfirst into one of the most brilliant and, let's be honest, creepy allegories in all of literature, the Seven Colored Rooms in Edgar Allan Poe's The Masque of the Red Death. See, Prince Prospero thought he could build a fortress to keep a plague out, but what he really built was a stunning map of life itself. Okay, you ready? Let's get into it.
So let's just start with this question right here because it absolutely nails the genius of what Poe is doing. The whole design of this abbey, it isn't just for some crazy party. Nope, it's a meticulously designed symbol for the journey every single one of us takes, from the moment we're born to the moment we die.
So let's really break down that design. This is where we see that Prince Prospero's suite of 7 rooms. It's not just a random, flashy display of wealth. It is a very carefully constructed map of a human life. And trust me, every single detail in it has a purpose.
Now, this little detail right here, this is the key that unlocks everything. The fact that the rooms are laid out from east to west, that's not just a design choice. It is the master key to the whole allegory. It mirrors a single day, right? From sunrise to sunset. And just like a day, the path through these rooms is linear. It's one way, and you absolutely cannot stop it.
And there it is. That's the roadmap of a lifetime, laid out in 7 colors. We're going to walk through this whole progression, room by room, from the very beginning of life to its unavoidable end. And we're going to see exactly what Poe was trying to show us. So, first stop, the beginning.
Our journey starts in the east, in the blue room. This is the dawn of existence. This is where it all kicks off, you know? Full of potential, everything is new. The color blue here is just so perfect. Think about a clear morning sky or the purity of clean water. It represents that exact moment of birth, a brand new soul entering the world, totally vibrant and full of possibility. It's all about the clarity and the promise of a fresh start. But here's the thing. This is the crucial kind of chilling point Poe makes right from the get-go. Even here, in this room of birth and new beginnings, the path forward is already set in stone. The very second this journey begins, the walk toward that final dark room has already started. There's no going back.
All right, so from birth, we move right into the vibrant, messy, complicated middle act of life. This is represented by the next 4 rooms, and this is where the party is in full swing, creating this incredible illusion of endless life and vitality.
And this is where the decades of our lives just fly by. We start in purple, which suggests that deepening of our experience as we grow up. Then, bam, we're in the green room, the vibrant spring of our youth, a time of energy, growth, fertility. From there, it's a quick dance into the orange room, the rich autumn of life, a time of maturity. And before you know it, you're in the white room, which symbolizes the wisdom and, yeah, the graying hair of old age. Poe lays it out as this super fast, seamless progression that shows just how quickly the best years of a life can pass.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? These rooms, they are the absolute peak of our existence, just buzzing with energy and activity. But Poe is so clever, he frames it as an illusion of vitality, because no matter how much the guests are dancing and celebrating, they are always, inevitably, moving west.
And that constant movement west brings us to a really critical turning point. The whole tone shifts here. It gets a lot more somber, because we're entering the violet room, the twilight years.
I mean, just look at the contrasts here. We've left all those bright, energetic colors of life behind us. Violet, it's a mix of that vibrant blue of birth and the coming darkness. It's this weird in-between space, a bridge between the life you've already lived and the end that you know is coming.
So, what's really important here is the feeling in this room. The partygoers, they start to feel a growing sense of unease. And this room represents that huge psychological shift, that moment of awareness when we start to really face our own frailty, our own mortality.
And now, we've arrived. The final destination. The room that everyone has been avoiding. The westernmost chamber, where the journey ends and we finally come face to face with death itself. The 7th room. Even the name sounds final. This is it. The end of the line.
And this, right here, explains why it's so terrifying. Unlike every single other room, the color of the windows doesn't match the decor. The room is a black void, but the light that's filtering in is this ghastly blood red. It's the color of the Red Death, the very plague they were trying to escape, and now it's lighting up the end of everything.
Because ultimately, that's what this room is. It's not a suggestion, it's not a metaphor anymore. It is the terrifying, absolute, undeniable reality of death, and it's where Prince Prospero finally has to confront that uninvited guest.
Okay, so let's pull back and look at the whole picture. From that blue dawn to the black of night, the cycle is complete.
Poe has laid out this perfect, inescapable map of a human life.
This slide really brings it all together. That east to west path isn't just a direction, it's a powerful metaphor for our own single, limited day on this earth. And the partygoers' desperate dance, their deep-seated fear of that final black room, that reflects our own very human need to deny what's coming. Poe's genius is showing us that the entire spectrum of life, from that vibrant blue to absolute black, is a one-way street.
And that's the ultimate gut punch of the story, isn't it? Prince Prospero built walls, he threw a massive party, he created this entire fantasy world just to deny reality. But the Red Death just strolls through every single room, proving that no matter how colorful and distracting the journey is, that final destination is the only thing that's truly certain.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Poe wrote this story almost 200 years ago, and he showed that death is the one guest you can never, ever lock out of the party. So what does this timeless, terrifying story tell us about how we, in our own modern world, try to distract ourselves from that very same final knock on the door?